I want to start by saying that I am a man of reasonable hygiene. I chew with my mouth closed. I know which fork to use for the salad. I hold doors open. In the grand dating marketplace, I consider myself a solid low-risk investment. So, when I matched with Samantha, I thought, this is it. This is the one, We met online, and I wanted to do something different. Not just drinks, not just coffee. I wanted an experience. So, I booked us a private wheel-throwing class at a pottery studio in Pike Place Market. And honestly, it was cinematic. I mean, we were channeling full Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze energy. Sure, my clay bowl ended up looking more like a depressed ashtray than a vase, and sure, we were covered in gray mud, but the vibes were immaculate. She was laughing at my terrible jokes, she touched my arm when I messed up the clay centering, it was electric. After the class, we were starving. We went to this ramen spot around the corner, Kazuki. It's loud, it's busy, the steam is rising off the bowls. We sat in a booth, ordered the spicy garlic tonkatsu, and just vibed. We talked for 2 hours. I went home that night floating on air. I texted my boys, I think I met her. I think I met the future Mrs. Diego. Then, the great silence began. I texted the next day, had a blast. My bowl collapsed on the drive home, but my heart is intact. No response. 2 days later, hey, just checking in. Hope you're having a good week. Nothing. By day 5, I was spiraling. I was replaying the tape. Did I have clay in my teeth? Did I accidentally insult her mother? Did I smell like wet earth and desperation? I couldn't take the mystery. I'm a rip the band-aid off kind of guy. So, I did the unthinkable. I called into that local morning radio show, The Wake Up Call, for one of those second date segments. I figured, if she's going to reject me, let's at least do it in front of a live studio audience, right? The hosts get her on the line. I'm sweating bullets. I'm hiding in the break room at work, pressing the phone to my ear. The host goes, Samantha, Diego is a nice guy. He took you to pottery. That's a high-effort date. Why the ghosting? And Samantha sighs. A long, heavy, weary sigh. Look, she says. The pottery was great. Diego is sweet. He's funny. But I can't do the noise. I froze. The noise? What noise? Do I breathe too loud? Do I have a deviated septum I don't know about? What noise, Samantha, the host asks. The soda, she whispers. The straw. I blinked. The straw? We were at dinner, she explains, her voice trembling with repressed trauma. He ordered a large Diet Coke. And when he got to the bottom, he didn't stop. He kept going. He was hunting for every last drop of carbonation. He was moving the straw around the bottom of the glass, creating this vacuum sound. It sounded like an industrial shop vac trying to suck up a wet towel. I was stunned. I remembered the soda. I remembered being thirsty, the ramen was incredibly spicy. It was the level 5 fire broth. I was dehydrated. It was so loud, she continued. People at the next table turned around. The waitress stopped walking. He was slurping like he was auditioning for a kazoo band. It gave me the ick so bad, I physically recoiled. I changed his name in my phone contacts. To what? The host asked. To Straw Boy, she said deadpan. Straw Boy. I felt my soul leave my body. I wasn't Diego, the romantic pottery guy. I was Straw Boy, the human vacuum. I had to jump in. Samantha. I shouted into the phone. It was the spice. You gave me the spicy noodles. My mouth was on fire. I was fighting for my life against a chili pepper. It was a survival slurp. It was aggressive, Diego, she said. It was a human espresso machine. I can't sit across from that for the rest of my life. I realized I was losing her. This was it. I was going to lose the best connection I'd had in years over a plastic tube and some ice cubes. I had to negotiate. I had to be bold. Samantha, listen to me, I pleaded. I am willing to change. I am willing to evolve. I will ban straws from my life. I will become an anti-straw activist. If we go out again, I will drink straight from the glass. If that's too loud, I will drink from a canteen. I will drink from my own cupped hands like a thirsty traveler in the desert. I will hydrate in absolute silence. Just don't let the straw incident define me. There was silence on the line. The hosts were laughing. I was holding my breath. You drink from your cupped hands? She asked, sounding a little amused. I would use N4 drip if it meant getting a second date, I promised. No oral hydration whatsoever. I will just absorb moisture through my skin. She laughed. It was a small laugh, but it was there. Okay, she said. You sound desperate enough to be entertaining. And honestly, the pottery was really fun. So, that's a yes? I asked, hope blooming in my chest. That is a yes, she said. But Diego? There are conditions. Name them. Anything. We are going somewhere with thick glassware, she said. And if I see a straw, even a paper one, even a garnish, I am walking out. Done, I said. I'll bring a sippy cup just in case. So, we have a date this Friday. We're going for sushi. I have already Googled the restaurant to confirm they serve water in those heavy ceramic cups with no lids. I am taking 0 chances. I might be Strawboy in her phone for now, but I'm determined to upgrade that contact name to boyfriend. Even if I have to die of thirst to do it.